Hi, I'm Will, and this is the 31 Days of Lifetime, a sort of advent calendar for antique sleigh collectors. I've made it my mission to watch every single offering in Lifetime's 2020 holiday catalog, but I won't be doing it alone. Each day I'll be joined by a special guest or guests to help me dig into these instant Christmas classics. Today, I am joined by the loves of my lifetime, Rhea Bradley and Paige Demba.
Merry Christmas, Will.
Merry Christmas, Rhea. Merry Christmas, Paige. We are going to be discussing the 11th film in Lifetime's lineup, Christmas on Wheels. Ashley returns to her small hometown to take care of her uncle, who recently broke his ankle. When she learns that he has sold her mom's vintage red convertible, a car that holds many wonderful Christmas memories for Ashley, she is disappointed. But with the help of Duncan, her uncle's attorney, Ashley is reunited with the car and restores it to its former glory, and fills it up with gifts for the community, just as her mother used to do. As she reconnects with happy Christmas memories, she feels torn about her plans to return to the big city and what she may be leaving behind. Christmas on Wheels premiered on November 14th and stars Tia Sircar and Michael Xavier. So, Rhea, Paige, what is your relationship with Lifetime Christmas movies?
I would say I'm a new connoisseur of sorts of the Lifetime, but I'm honored to get this thing swinging and have a first look at this one. It was a great place to start.
Yeah, this was also my first. I'm so a noob.
Two noobs.
Yeah, two
Now,
noobs.
This is one of the first movies that has a familiar face in it this holiday season. What's your relationship with Miss Tia Sircar? Is she recognizable to you? Could you have seen the picture for this movie and said, oh, that's her?
You know, she's got one of those faces that are just like, it takes you a minute to be like, I know who that is. But once she gets going, man, you're like, The Good Place! That's the girl!
It's her timbre. It's that Good Place, like, kind of upbeat, but like, she never stutters.
Would you say that this movie transported you to the good place?
Maybe a medium place.
Or the bad place? The medium place?
I'm definitely in a place. I'd love to live in a world that just consists of the problems that Lifetime movies hold. Like oh, I lost my car. I had so many memories, but I still got a really good job, so...
Can we talk about the Herbie Fully Loaded moments?
The car is sentient?
Well, you know how in movies people are always like, New York is a character. In this, like, the car is a character. It's like the Mystery Machine.
I remember something from the beginning of the movie, and that's of note. The iMovie font.
Okay, now you're attacking me and how I edit these videos. So, they don't have a budget for that. They hired a recognizable actress. You can't expect them to do anything beyond that. And they probably had to pay for that car. I will say something that I did like about this movie in general was that most of these movies feel like there's no specific place. Like it's just kind of like very general, whatever. I felt like the design of this movie felt like specific. I don't know if it's just because they had an important prop in the car, but I just felt like all of the movie kind of fit in the same world. It wasn't just like general Christmas, which was nice.
I would go as far to say as it's in the same realm of The Good Place. It was very reminiscent.
So what did you guys think of our two leads? Meaning like the characters, the actors, just sort of like their arc together.
Well, I thought that Miss Ashley I felt like she just had so many motivations to just like go after Duncan maybe 30 minutes into the movie. First of all, he's a lawyer. Second of all, he was like talking about how she's an angel. And then she just sat there and waited for the car to tell her that this was her man. I wasn't feeling that chemistry from her, but I was feeling the Christmas spirit.
Yeah, it did feel like she, as an actor maybe, who knows, was not really invested in the relationship part of this movie. It was like kind of like the least interesting part. I was a lot more interested in her like connecting with her mom
I thought it was interesting. Well, maybe this also has to do with the writing, but she had a lot to do with the exposition. Like, there was so much exposition throughout, like, the first 30 minutes, but it was all conveyed through conversation.
So
Like,
you're saying maybe the fact that all of her lines were exposition had to do with the writing? Just maybe.
Maybe, just maybe.
There's a chance to you that she said, no, I want to. What did you think of him?
I think he should move on to bigger and better things.
Oh, you liked him. You thought he was good.
I liked him a lot. I thought he was good.
The arc was very, I'm materialistic, but you make me see the beauty of Christmas. But I was like, where are you getting that from her? She wants to be like the center of attention and sit in this car and pass out Christmas presents to the kids.
Yeah, how dare she give? I'm confused by Paige's definition of materialistic.
Yeah, he said, he was like, I think maybe because of my childhood and when I was given gifts because my dad lost his job, I think maybe that's why I'm so materialistic.
But then he saw her sitting in the front of the car and he said, that's my woman.
Yeah, that car's a major dude magnet. I thought it was nice that she knew more about cars than him.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
They didn't have to do that, but they did, and I thought that was nice. I thought it was ridiculous, though, that she always was able to find the part to fix the car in this small town. Also, what is a career in lighting? I was like, oh, like theatrical lighting, or like, no, she just knew a lot about like light bulbs, but she wasn't like an electrician, or it was very weird.
She's also a mother of Beatrice.
Beatrice, speaking of career, can I do a quick segue to talk about the uncle's
Please!
little business?
Of course.
Perhaps my favorite singular moment of this film was when Ashley came downstairs in the morning and she just hears this terrible noise. I was thinking, I wonder what that noise is. It's a small child sitting 2 feet away from the uncle, playing violin terribly and staring into his eyes.
And then she had the nerve to be like, sounds great.
On the note of those side characters, because there are quite a few. We've talked about her friend. We've talked about the uncle. What was her name? Carolyn? Charlotte, right? Charlotte? The aunt, who I thought was just her aunt. When he proposed to her, I was like, wait, they're not married? I was just confused. Also, ugly ring. So those main side characters, which none of them really did anything except the uncle. And then we've got the characters on the hunt for the car, which I thought was going to be the entire movie. It was not even half. So first we meet the crazy sleigh collector. So specific.
He was so jolly when they came to the door.
That man has seen things.
Yeah, he's hiding something.
Also, I love how he saw someone who looked at the car happily and he just gave it to him.
The child actors were forgettable in this, which I will accept over annoying, which is what they usually are. Child actor watch. So after they go to the sleigh guy, he gives the car away to some stranger and they track him down. And this is the scene that you guys really want to dig into. Let's talk about it. What stuck out to you about this scene?
Well, I'll read you verbatim what I wrote about this scene. A love triangle with the Christmas tree guy? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Oop, no, he has a husband. A gay lumberjack. Work. I would have liked some sexual tension and jealousy from the guy until they found out that he's gay, though.
It felt like he could have been straight. Like it didn't need to be gay at all, which is like good. But what was weird to me was they're like, oh, he's gay, and he's like, my husband, blah, 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 let me go get the car. And he like walks away. And then Duncan goes,
nice guy.
Very nice guy.
And I'm like, why did they have to include that?
Lifetime had to make sure that they displayed that they are in fact okay with gay people.
Like, what if they did that in every scene with any character?
Nice guy. Really
nice. Cut. They also clearly only hired him for one day because when he drops off the car, there's just a honk and she goes, thank you.
He was in the auction.
Oh, yeah. They probably brought everybody in that day.
Also, when she finally saw the car that she'd been looking for, that was her mother's car that she took, had so much sentimental value. She sat in there for 2 seconds and got out.
I would have cried. I would have loved like a single tear.
Yeah, they couldn't have like squeeze dropped one in there. I always wonder about these movies, especially this one, because we talked about how like the world is warm and cozy. Does this make you want to like live in a, like run away and live in a tiny town?
Yes.
No.
I would like a bake sale. Everyone just seemed just so happy.
Like
Like
a
the
bake
woman who came, remember like the little market that they went to outside? That lady who not sold them, gave them
Yeah, of course.
a vintage like tailpipe.
Was she ADR'd or was that me?
Maybe. That looked like that was that woman, the actor's like big break. Like she was
Yeah.
so excited to be there.
She's like a Toronto local. And she's like, finally. As we sort of wrap up, are there any other like little moments that stuck out to y'all?
I have one. I really, really enjoyed when they were all standing, the uncle, the lady, Duncan and Ashley, they were like, let's play a board game. It's gonna get so rowdy, you guys. And then they like, it sounds like they're improvising. They're like, this is gonna get crazy. Oh my God, we always play this. And then it just cuts to them sitting on the couches playing this like nondescript board game. It was so uncomfortable. I was like, none of you guys look like you want to be doing this. And it looks like the couch is not comfortable.
My favorite thing that I noticed was when they finally got the car starting. There's a segment where the car drives past and the uncle is coming out of the front door. And you see him try to close the door, but the door's already closed, so his hand kind of like flops for the doorknob, and so eventually he goes, he's like, wow, the car started!
Ooh.
Merry Christmas.
They just don't have the budget to do another shot. They can't take another take. Not a single other take. So as we wrap up, I have 2 questions that I ask all of my guests. Number 1, Duncan, on a scale of 1 to 10, how dateable is he?
10. Good job.
Wow.
Good looking. Thoughtful.
Yeah. 10.
Wow, he really just blew everybody else out of the water.
No complaints.
We had a 1 last time, so this is a big step up. Then the second question, who would you guys say is the MVP of this movie? Could be an actor, a character, for whatever reason.
I'm gonna say the geometric Christmas trees.
Care to explain why?
If I were to steal anything from the set of this movie, it would be one of those.
Fair.
I'm gonna say the ghost of the mom that they had to hire to become sentient for the car.
They had to hire her? I'm confused by that.
Yeah, they hired a ghost.
Oh, okay. Well, great. Good for her. Some of the weirdest answers I've gotten, usually people say like her friend or the dad. Thank you guys so much for being here today. Where can people find you?
My Instagram, I don't have Twitter. My Instagram is just my name.
My Instagram is also my name and my last name Bradley, but with no vowels. And my Twitter is the same thing.
Plug your TikTok, brother.
It's Rhea Bird, but with 5 eyes.
Thank you guys so much for being here today. And thank you for watching. I'll be back tomorrow to talk about the Christmas edition with Ali Wessel and Kevin Blair. And every day this month to dig into a different Christmas flick. If you had a holly jolly time watching this video, you can go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to follow me into my descent into lifetime madness, you can subscribe and press that little bell icon, because every time a bell rings, you'll get notified about a new video that I post. I'll see you next time. Merry Christmas.